Hello, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I talk about how your confidence and getting rid of your insecurities is important in a lot of different areas of your life that you might not think about. And today I specifically talk about your love life and friendships. And also at the end of the video, I give you some helpful tips about self-affirmations. So if that sounds good to you, then just keep on watching and we'll get right into the video. So something really interesting that happens when you start to develop your own self-confidence and respect for yourself and just valuing yourself, you start to realize all the people around you that don't think the same way as you. And that can be something that's really powerful, because when it comes to situations with these people, whether it's just simply hanging out or if you're in an argument with someone or a fight, these things become very useful, just having the knowledge that you do when it comes to, like I said, loving yourself and just basically being confident in yourself. First of all, when you start getting rid of those mean things that you say to yourself, you'll start to notice it so much more in other people. Like if you're getting ready to go out somewhere, you will hear other people that, if they don't think the same way that you do, talk badly about themselves. So you can not only help those people correct and fix that, but it's also just further educating you not want to sound like that. So also something important to remember is that who you surround yourself with is who you will become. It's what you will begin to act like. So I have 100% caught myself in situations where I'm around people who constantly say those things as jokes or whatever, like, oh, I'm so fat. Or this outfit makes me look obese. Like, I'm just thinking of things that I've actually heard. And I found myself be more inclined to say things like that. And then I have to check myself and say, whoa, that's not who I am. And eventually, the more and more self-aware you are, and the more you really dive into perfecting the art of confidence and knowing how to love yourself, you will start to realize that you don't like being around other insecure people anymore, because you have found that security, and you want to be around other people who have that same bad bitch energy that you do, who have the same passions and desires that you do, not the ones that are constantly talking down on themselves and all they can talk about is their insecurities or how depressed they are, which real depression is one thing, but I'm saying the people that just say they're depressed all the time that are actually fine. And you're not going to want to be around those people. So you are literally elevating yourself and opening up doors to bring in better people into your life that will further help you gain more knowledge, be more successful, etc. And this is kind of similar to, I don't know if you guys watch Amanda Ensing, but I love her, and she just recently posted a video about losing friends, and that's something that I can totally relate to. And don't get me wrong, it's sad losing a friendship. I've been there, but if it is something that is gonna make you better and make room for people to surround yourself with that make you want to work harder and share a similar mindset, it's worth it. And it's a good thing to grow. It's okay if you outgrow a friendship. So I just think that's a really big one to take notice of, that the more you achieve and strive for greatness and getting rid of your insecurities, become confident in who you truly are, the more you will be able to grow and just achieve more and surround yourself with people that feel the same way as you. And not only will you be able to tell this just from hanging around people, which you totally can, but people's true colors show in like arguments and disagreements, and you can really see people's maturity level and how they'll deal with situations and how they communicate their feelings or emotions or whatever. That speaks volumes as well. So those situations are also great indicators of the kind of people that you want to surround yourself with. And another thing about this confidence that I'm talking about, it is inherently in you. It is inherently in everyone. I don't think anyone is born just loathing themselves unless they are brought up that way. I work with little kids, so I see this all the time. Kids are always like, I don't need any help, let me do this myself. Or, did you know I can do this? Look. Or just things like that. Kids are always saying stuff like that, and I don't know, somewhere along the line, as you get older, people start comparing. You start comparing yourself to others and thinking less of yourself because of what someone else is doing. Think about that. That is crazy to me. We compare our life to a lot of times people we don't even know, to an Instagram photo, to perceived wealth or perceived relationship status. And what I mean by that is like what you think someone's life is, you're comparing yourself to when you don't even really know. Like I was saying, you're comparing yourself to someone you may not even know. Even if it is people you know, I just have never, once I learned this and once I fully realized this, I can never understand why anyone would doubt themselves, would compare yourself, would do anything differently in your life than what you want to do because of other people. Whether you're comparing it to someone, whether you're trying to be like someone, it has such an effect on us, and it's just so unnecessary. We don't have to do that, and it only will hurt your confidence to look at other people and think, I'll never have that, or I wish I could look like that. Like, no, oh, that is the most toxic thing that our generation does. We have to get rid of it because it is making everyone hate themselves, and that makes me so sad. I cannot stress this enough. What other people are doing does not affect your life or how you act whatsoever. Other people's opinions and thoughts about you do not affect your life or what you do whatsoever. Their opinions are their business, just like my opinions are my business. No matter if people think that or not, it is true for you that other people's opinions don't mean anything to you and shouldn't influence your life. And recognizing that will send your confidence through the roof, seriously. And this is what I mean by saying that your confidence affects you in other areas of your life, like your friendships. Because instead of now surrounding yourself with people, even if you don't get rid of the people in your life, if you just recognize that they're not the same as you, like we are not the same mentally, and that you are kind of ahead of the game, that is like really good. So there are tons of people who have great stress-free friendships that are always fine and never cause you any drama, and that's amazing, and I love those type of friendships. But we'd all be lying if we said that we never had a relationship with someone that did not involve a little bit of drama or have some issues with them or something along those lines. But when you elevate your confidence and get rid of those insecurities, the stress involved in those situations goes down because you don't tolerate it. It's not worth any of your time. And although it might not apply in every situation, it helps in every situation. Just being able to recognize in yourself, in the other person, things like that. So the last area of your life that I'm going to talk about today, and like I say in all my videos, I could talk about this topic forever. I have so much more information, but I really do. So this is just the last topic for today, is your love life. So yes, your love life is a very important one. So yes, relationships is your love life is extremely important to recognize. That requires confidence, because like the classy old saying that everyone says, nobody can love you until you love yourself, but it seriously could not be more true. In great relationships and in horrible relationships, you have to recognize that you are the treasure, you are the desired partner, and recognize that you are beautiful and a great person to be in a relationship with. Because if you don't, then you might find yourself with someone who is not right for you and not feel like you can escape that relationship or ever find anything better. So there's no need to settle. That's the base one. You don't have to settle for anything or anyone. You deserve the utmost respect, happiness, kindness, all of that stuff. You deserve it, and you should know that. And that's why you have to have your confidence. Find your confidence. Get rid of your insecurities so that someone can love you for who you are, and you can love yourself for who you are too. That is what creates such a happy relationship. Of course, you're still gonna have breakups with people, but recognizing this will allow you to have breakups before things get toxic and feel like they're ruining you. Even though you're in a relationship with someone, you are still two independent people. In order to reach your maximum level of happiness with them, if this is the right person for you, if there's someone you truly love, you both parties have to be confident in themselves. So when I'm talking, I'm not just saying the women out there, which of course, yes, but men out there too. It's both ways. Both parties have to recognize that they're freaking amazing. And then you guys can be freaking amazing together. Otherwise, it just leads to the possibility of one person controlling another person because you don't feel like you can stand up for yourself, or You choose not to stand up for yourself. You don't think it's worth it. But like I said, you are worth so much more than whatever you think you are. You seriously deserve the best. Don't let an insecurity, many insecurities, or hating yourself blind you in relationships. So I also have a few tips and tricks for you before I end this video. I hope you guys were doing your self-affirmations like I said in the last video, getting rid of those little petty, mean things you'll say to yourself, and starting to respect yourself more. Boom, those are from the last video. Spoiler alert if you haven't watched that one yet. But for the self-affirmations, I have a really great tip. So something that I've started doing is because in the morning, I think that's a really great time, morning and night, to say those self-affirmations and expressions of gratitude and little meditation techniques. I think the morning and night are a great time for that, but I've been forgetting. If I get up in a hurry or just thinking about what I want to do for my day, or if I'm having a lazy day, whatever the day is, I've been forgetting. So writing those things down that you want to say and leaving it by your bedside, I think is something great that you can do, and it's like a list that you can keep adding to if you think of new things that you want to write. And then it's right next to you, so all you have to do is look at it and read it. Whether you say it out loud or read it in your head, you are getting those things into your brain. It is helping you more than you can realize. So just writing down the things you want to say every day, whatever affirmations you want. And I also noticed in my last video, for all my affirmations, they were mostly like, I'm beautiful, I'm kind, but don't forget to write things like I talked about today. I am worthy, I am more than enough, I deserve happiness, things like that. So there's like a bajillion self-affirmations that you could write. So I would look some up and find the ones that speak to you and that you really want to achieve and be able to truly feel about yourself, and write them down. Get a little sheet of paper, and I think that's a great thing to do when you first wake up or when you go to bed, and it's a way that makes it easier to say them every day, so you can get to your goals quicker and be happier quicker with yourself in general. So those are a few extra tips for you today. So I hope you enjoyed a little bit of insight on your friendships and your love life, and how your confidence can really play into those and help improve those areas of your life so much, which in turn will improve other areas of your life. And it's just an amazing domino effect when you get rid of your insecurities and begin to love yourself. And I hope you learned something from today's video, and I really appreciate you watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!